Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Camp Buddy. Last time I left you guys off after Emilia had tore every Scoutmaster at Camp Buddy a new asshole. And she wants to get inside Yoshinori's asshole, probably peg him a little. I think she'd be into that. Anyway, what voice was I doing for her again? Lovely weather we're having today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Can you believe we found ourselves again at the same place? If you had told me from almost 10 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it.
Honestly.
But I do have to say, it is somewhat comforting that this place is the same as it used to be, as unfortunate as that sounds. I'd always come to this spot so no one could find me. I don't understand how this is a secluded spot. They also said this... Catero, I think, also said this was a secluded spot. It isn't. It's a pier. Everyone can see it, but... And I wouldn't have to deal with other people. Every day I spent here was miserable. Everyone hated me for just saying things as they were. I know everyone was just jealous of my higher status, so the only thing they could do was to cast me out. I'm sorry, but is this really what you wanted to talk about? Yoshinori doesn't have any energy for her shit right now. I was getting there. Am I not allowed to set the mood? Since when did you become such a buzzkill? Well, I figured that since we're going to work so closely for the next couple of months, it'd be nice to start fresh and catch up on a more personal level.
After all.
This is a huge project after all. You're going to need my help. Think of it as me returning the favor. I don't want to let an old friend down after all. About that, Emilia.
Well?
I thought it would be best if I concentrate my efforts on the construction and staff management departments, since those do have the most room for improvement. As you said back in the meeting, Aiden could really use some help with the oversight.
What?
Aiden? You mean the helper? So you're telling me your plan is to help wash the dishes and unclog toilets to contribute to this project? My ears must be broken.
What?
Why?
Why in the world would you demote yourself to such grueling labor? You could be working in a position of leadership, and instead you choose manual labor? You must not be the same person I remember. I think he is. That is exactly what he would have done back then, too. What?
Emilia!
Bitch, you didn't know him then either. That's not...
Fine.
So be it, Yoshinori. Don't come crying to me when you're fully aware of how excruciatingly hectic the next few months are going to be. Alright. Bye, bitch.
Oh!
Oh, he's back, you guys. Over here, Yoshi. Looks like you guys are done with breakfast. Yeah, your food's gotten cold already. We were gonna wait for you, but everyone's in kinda a hurry. I figured we should show up for work early now that we have an inspector. What did Emilia even drag you away for? Probably to talk shit about all of us.
No.
No, Yuri, it was nothing like that. I mean, it kind of was, but eh. She was asking if I planned to accept her offer about working with her for the rest of the project.
Huh?
For what?
Miss Emilia.
Miss Emilia seems to be partial towards Yoshi from observation.
Emilia.
Seriously? I think it's just some excuse to get Yoshi to do her job or something. Did you take her up on the offer?
Actually.
No, actually, I've decided to focus on working with Aiden.
Really?
How'd she take that? Well, let's just say she was really expecting I'd say yes to her offer.
Sheesh.
I can only imagine her reaction. She didn't seem to take it well when I spoke up at the meeting earlier.
Yeah.
I can tell that lady does not like us at all. Her tone was very pointy.
Thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness it's not just me. Why did you even let her take charge, Dad? You've been in charge of everything this whole time just fine. I didn't expect that she would go this far, to be honest. I wasn't informed that our inspector would also be getting involved in management.
I know, right?
She didn't even do anything. All she did was make a crappy schedule, then agree to go back to the one you made, Dad.
Perhaps Mr. Claremont directly ordered her to make those changes.
There's no point.
I doubt it. Like you said back there, you already knew about the winter break. She's just trying to nitpick and micromanage like she did yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she labeled the construction department as delayed in red ink in all caps. As far as I know, we're doing just fine.
Yeah.
She said the same thing to me yesterday too. It's why I was working all night.
I'm so over it.
It's only her first day here and she's already crossing the line.
Calm down.
Yuri, I don't think we have to take everything she said so personally. We don't need to like her, but Mr. Claremont assigned her here for a reason. We have to trust his judgment.
Guys.
I mean, his judgment led him to support this camp with all of its problems, so I don't know if we can trust his judgment. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt for now. We know at the very least that we all have the same common
I
goal.
don't know.
I don't know about you guys, but I have a really bad gut feeling about that Emilia.
I understand.
I understand your concerns, Yuri, but we have to work together for now and stay professional. Especially since she was sent directly by our sponsor.
Fine.
I'll try not to stoop down to her level, and I'll prove we can do our
Come
job.
with me.
Come with me to the office and let's calm your nerves a bit with some tea.
Okay, Dad.
I guess.
I guess Dar and I better get to work too. Don't want to get marked as delayed again, right?
Bye.
Bye.
I guess I'll go help as well. With all these new deadlines, I might need to get some work done before bed.
Huh.
Things are really starting to change around here. Hi, Yoshi.
Yeah.
You sure?
Are you sure you're really alright with working with me? It must be awkward having that talk with Emilia.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it, Aiden. Like I said yesterday, I'm really looking forward to working with you for the rest of the project. Are you worried about all the assignments you've been given? You knew exactly what I'm thinking, huh? But yeah, I kind of took a peek inside those stacks of papers while you were gone, and she's added a bunch of extra maintenance tasks on top of all my other work. She wants me to clean up after the construction workers at the site every day and write these super detailed reports that I don't even know how to do. Why do you have to write a report after cleaning? Like, what? What's the report? You cleaned? You busted your ass? It's just a lot of expectations for someone like me. What? What do you mean, someone like you? That's what I'm here for? Fine, I'll do that. Instead of... I mean, they all sound fine, honestly. Honestly, these all sound the same. Someone in the comment section is going to be like, you obviously chose the worst possible option. Well, fuck you. Comment section, Andy.
Don't worry.
That's what I'm here for, Aiden. If I'm always around, I'm sure we can work things out. Besides, I'm a lot more used to doing simple chores, so I'm really glad you got the management stuff covered.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, you can count on me, Aiden.
I got your back.
You lead the way and I'll follow.
For the next few weeks, Aiden and I worked side by side on our tasks. I had been assigned to manage the construction team, while Aiden handled the staff welfare and overall camp maintenance. With Emilia pushing a tight schedule, the construction moved forward at a very fast pace. Aiden and I didn't hesitate to get our hands dirty, and we both learned a bunch of new things about construction from Darius and Lloyd.
Is this like a multi-level thing they're building? Why? What are they building at Camp Buddy that they need multiple levels for?
Everyone worked extra hard to meet the deadlines, and we managed to accomplish every target Emilia set for us. Seeing the frameworks of the new cabins at the expansion site, we could already imagine how different the camp was going to look. While we were busy with our tasks, Jin spent many sleepless nights working on the technological goals of the project. He relaunched our website and included online enrollments and job applications. From what he explained, he also secured an internet connection and a security system for the camp. Meanwhile, Sergoro was swamped with legal work regarding the sponsorship as usual. Between that and processing all the new applications from the brand new website, there was more work than ever. Thankfully, because Aiden and I were handling the construction team, Yuri was able to focus on assisting Sergoro. Together, they managed the project's documentation, and each report sent to Emilia validated each department's progress. On top of our other responsibilities, Aiden and I made sure that the camp was well maintained and that the staff was properly cared for. Almost all of our time was spent working, but I made sure to take advantage of our shared tasks and spend plenty of quality time with him.
This is the quality time? Okay. Gotta remember to censor this one.
We received many critiques
Ew.
from Emilia's inspections, and she grew more and more frustrated.
Bitch, I don't want to see him plunge in a toilet. Just sew me the fucking stinker in there, why don't you?
I could see Aiden beginning to rethink his role at the camp from all the criticisms, and all I could do was try to have his back and reassure him. As much as the work was physically exhausting, he kept smiling through everything, and it really encouraged me to keep doing my best. Seeing Aiden happy with my company made it all worth it.
I'm gonna have to censor that one too, fuck.
Before we knew it, a month and a half had gone by and the season was about to change again.
So,
Wait, the seasons are changing. Wait, what? It's winter now? Because it was autumn before, right? Okay. And that's the progress of the project so far, Mr. Claremont. I believe we reached all the targets on schedule.
that's great.
That's great to hear. I'm so glad to know everything's still on
On
track.
that note,
If you need any more details, you can find them in the report we've provided.
excellent.
Excellent. But before we conclude this meeting, I have other concerns that I would like to discuss with everyone. What is it, Mr. Claremont?
Well,
Throughout the previous months, I've received separate reports from our inspectors, huh? I know that we've achieved our preliminary goals, but based on Miss Komarova's account, it seems that there were difficulties encountered along the way. Yeah, her bitch ass.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't think we were informed about this. Then this is the perfect moment to discuss these matters and ensure that we can move forward with the project positively. Miss Komarova, if you may.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this up, Mr. Claremont. I believe these matters are of the utmost importance.
Now then.
As the standing representative for quality assurance, I wanted to discuss some specific departmental concerns that need to be corrected. Here we go again.
Yuri!
Mr. Choi,
Let's start off with Mr. Choi. I found his reverse sleep schedule to be very unprofessional. He sleeps the whole day starting from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., which are the peak productivity hours. There was no way for me to reach him in person to oversee his work.
I'm sorry.
I admit, that was very unprofessional of me. I apologize for causing trouble.
Honestly.
If I may, I too was honestly concerned about this in the beginning, but despite Jin's schedule being different from us, he had no problems communicating with the rest of the team. More importantly, he completed all of his deadlines with time to spare. I would know, because I also watched over the progress of his department.
Even so, it would have been optimal if he were accessible in the same time frame as everyone else. Not to mention that it's a potential health concern.
Don't worry.
If it helps, I'll promise to change my sleeping habits from now on.
anyway.
Moving on to the construction department, I've noticed inconsistencies with the time cards of Mr. Sirius and Mr. Najar. From my observations, It was mostly due to the unnecessarily extensive morning routines they partake in.
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
Karen.
She's nitpicking at this point.
Seriously?
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Some of us may have different schedules and routines, but we all adjusted to each other and finished the work according to all the deadlines. We don't snoop around and call you out for your personal schedules.
Miss Nomaru.
Which brings me to another issue, Miss Nomaru's attitude problem. She's very hostile towards me. As you can see, catfight, catfight.
What?
Attitude problem? Why
Yuri, calm down. We need to get them in a cage with some naked mud wrestling or something. They'll really be able to sort out their problems.
Mr. Flynn.
And last but not least, I have a strange issue with Mr. Flynn. According to my investigations, he was still exhibiting indecent behavior around the camp. Even though I pointed it out at the beginning, it seems that he refused to listen to initial warnings and that there were still instances of such displays. But were there any complaints of such displays? If everyone is, giving their feedback at the camp and everyone's like, I love it, then why are you bitching about it? Because everyone said they loved it. This wasn't included in your reports. Please elaborate.
Mr. Claremont.
It's nothing serious, Mr. Claremont. She's talking about the times where we needed to wear less clothing to cool off from work. You know how men are.
Preposterous.
With the weather getting colder, surely a habit like that is unnecessary. I just thought it was important to point out. Although I have to give props where they're due, if it wasn't for Mr. Nagira being in charge of overseeing Mr. Flynn's department, things could have been worse.
Do you think?
Not to mention, if one of the staff is handling just the maintenance, wouldn't it make more sense that the Scoutmaster title for Mr. Flynn be revoked and changed back to a helper? What do you care? What is your... what kind of micromanagement are you trying to engage in? What? You're like, his job title is too... It's too important. He's a worthless dog. Calm down, bitch. He's nothing more than a slave. He doesn't deserve the clothes he wears on his backside. Which is ironic considering that she says he isn't wearing enough clothes, but this camp wouldn't even function without Aiden.
What?
What are you talking about? This camp wouldn't function without Aiden. You don't have any right to question his role considering how much he does for Camp Buddy, especially these last few
As
months.
a matter of fact,
Aiden had to wake up the earliest to prepare meals and other essential needs for more than 30 people, including yourself. He also took care of the sanitation of facilities and occasional repairs on top of that, which he always handled without fail.
Meanwhile-
Now imagine that during a summer term with all the scouts too, and he still manages to participate in physical and wellness activities at the same time.
please.
The request that you be more empathetic to everyone here as your co-workers.
Oh my.
I'm only telling things as they are. I can't let an opportunity to point out legitimate flaws pass.
I just think that everything you brought up so far hasn't been relevant to the project, but are rather personal issues you have with us. You can't expect me to stand by and not defend everyone, especially if you're being
Come
unreasonable.
on.
If you're the professional you say you are, then surely you can tell the difference between what you've said and what matters.
Of course.
Of course I can. My only intent was...
I've heard enough. Wait, that's not the right voice. I've heard enough. I think we can all agree that each department has had its own communication issues that can be improved upon. However, Miss Komarova, it's apparent to me that you've been failing to empathize with your coworkers, and it's led to high levels of tension in the project. May I remind you that as the inspector and representative of Claremont Incorporated, that while your job is to critique and point out flaws, you should do so in a more supportive manner. As you've noted many times, the deadline is tight and motivation is a key factor to ensuring completion. I'm disappointed to be explaining all of this, as I thought a former alumnus would have understood these aspects better.
Hold on.
Mr. Claremont, Please allow me to
That won't
explain.
be necessary.
You've already explained plenty. Frankly, I'm even considering that it may be in everyone's best interest to reassign your position. How about a reassignment to the unemployment office?
Seriously, though, she needs it. She needs that.
Sir.
She needs to get fired. If I may,
Emilia.
sir. Outside of these issues, Emilia has done her job to the best of her abilities. If you would allow us to fix the communications problems brought up, I'm sure we can still work this out.
Very well.
I'm glad you're willing to resolve this amongst yourselves.
Anyway,
Regardless, knowing that everything is on track, it's clear to me that you all have done an excellent job with the project so
moving
far.
forward,
I'm sure everyone here is well aware that we will be pausing this coming winter season. We're going to wait for the weather to pass to avoid any dangerous conditions that could harm the workers. Originally, we planned to jump straight into administrative tasks and other integrations that could be done indoors. But after reviewing the project's progress over the last 2 months, I decided that it's in everyone's best interest to take a few days off and let loose with a well-deserved break. With that being said, I took it upon myself to arrange a little getaway for the entire team.
Getaway.
great work.
I've been so impressed with how hard you've all worked, so I thought it would be fitting to set up a celebratory trip. I booked an exclusive hotel for everyone to stay at this weekend.
you sure?
Mr. Claremont, your sponsorship has already done so much for us. I'm not sure if we should accept.
I believe it's important to unwind, especially after several months of hard work. Besides, I think it would be a great opportunity to team build and improve personal relationships. Don't you
Please.
think? Please use this trip as a chance to further get to know one another, so that you can properly empathize with each other once work resumes.
Yes, of course.
If that's the case, we'll do our best to meet your expectations. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Great.
With that being said, I can schedule a shuttle to pick everyone up as early as tomorrow from Camp Buddy. You have the entire night to prepare and pack up for your wonderful vacation.
Farewell.
If there are no more questions, then this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Claremont. We'll take our leave then. Please excuse me. Don't go chasing after her. This is just what she wants. That's why.
Emilia,
That's why she
wait.
made that
Can we
noise.
please talk?
You know, that's why she went, huh, before she left the office. She wanted Yoshinori to follow her. But whatever. Be the simp that you've always been, Yoshi.
What?
What's your problem? You've been acting this way for months now.
Nice, nice. Come after her to just, rip into her.
Seriously? After everyone tore into me back there, you still have the nerve to attack me like this?
You need a little bit more, hostility in your direction, I think, after you've been serving it out.
I'm just trying to understand you.
Understand me? I tried to get back in touch with you from the start, and you never once reciprocated. Here I was, trying my hardest to help you in this stupid camp, but you didn't think twice about humiliating me in front of everyone.
That's not true, Emilia. I was only trying to reason with you. We both know how hard everyone worked to reach our goals, but you still pointed out so many unnecessary things. Can't you just admit that you're making a problem when there isn't one?
I'm just doing my job. It's not my fault that none of you can accept how wrong you all are.
You can't expect me to just stand there while you berate everyone, especially Aiden.
Especially you.
Don't think I haven't noticed how much you've been belittling him since you first got here. He's taken it all in stride and even been nice to you the entire time, but you still won't let up.
Aiden, again? All you ever talk about is him.
Well, they are fucking.
You know what? I'm done with you, Yoshinori.
Oh?
And I thought you were my friend.
Eh,
You've changed.
no. Bye, bitch. After all this time, I guess the tension and stress of dealing with Emilia finally exploded out of me. I do feel bad that I upset her as much as I did, but I couldn't keep doing nothing. It's a good thing Mr. Claremont was so generous to offer us a trip to bond together. Maybe we can help resolve our issues there. And after all those months of hard work, I think everyone could use a break. Eventually, we drove back to Camp Buddy, and all began to pack for the trip. Oh, it's all snowy now.
Yikes.
She really said all that?
Yeah.
I think I may have upset her more than when we were with Mr. Claremont.
I don't know.
I don't know, Yoshi. Maybe hanging out with me so much is starting to cause a problem. Don't you think it'd be easier for you if you let me handle work on my own?
No.
We don't have to do that, Aiden. After working with you these past few months, I really got to see just how much stuff you have on your plate.
Please?
It's really not something one person can do, so please, let me help you. If you're sure.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Aiden.
Yeah.
These suitcases are heavy.
Whoa.
I told you to let me carry them for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for carrying mine, though, Sir Goro.
No problem.
Whoa!
You guys already packed?
Oh, yeah!
You guys don't even know how excited I am for this trip. It's been so long since I went on vacation.
Actually?
The last time was at a beach.
Oh,
Oh, we actually went to a beach too with the Scouts not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like a work trip. This time we won't have any responsibilities, and that's basically never happened before.
Exactly.
And that's exactly why I agreed to Mr. Claremont's offer. We couldn't pass up the chance to bond like this.
Actually.
I'll be honest, the only outdoor vacation I've ever been on was at this camp.
Well.
We're booked at a hotel though, so I'm sure it'll be like a staycation at least. You'll be comfortable with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, Jin. I'm in the same boat as you. I've never been on a trip like this before. We'll both be like headless chickens.
oh,
Oh, let me help you with that suitcase, Yuri.
Whoa!
What's up with all that luggage, Yuri?
Actually,
This is for me and Dad. I always pack for him during trips like this, or he'll forget something.
It's not that I forget things. It's more that I only bring what I need.
oh yeah?
Remember when we went to the beach last summer and you kept asking me for your razor? You were so cranky you didn't get to shave that morning, especially before you got your coffee.
You really have to share that with everyone, Yuri. And besides, we don't need to pack as many essential things. Usually hotels provide them, don't they?
You know what they say.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I wonder.
It makes me wonder what kind of hotel it is. Mr. Claremont didn't really give us any details.
Yeah, what are we supposed to pack even? Well, I'd make sure and pack some cold weather clothes. It's getting a lot chillier lately and winter is coming really soon. I just hope there's a Wi-Fi connection there. That's all I need to survive.
Jin?
Where's your sense of camaraderie, Jin? There's no better connection than the connection through real-life experiences with your friends. Am I right, Fag?
Cringe.
Hey!
I'm being serious.
Oh.
Of course, Mr. Serious.
Hey! Hey!
Face palms.
Don't worry.
I guess I'm just not used to having friends to hang out with. But I promise I'll try not to spend the whole trip on my phone or computer.
Ugh.
I'm just glad I don't have to hear Emilia boss us around for at least a couple of days. You guys have no idea just how much her voice has been irritating me for the last few months.
Trust us, dear. We know. But can you at least try to get along with her like Mr. Claremont asks?
You see?
It's not even about getting along. She's just a flat-out bitch.
Take it easy.
Now, calm down, Yuri. Like Mr. Claremont said, this trip might be a good chance for us to unwind after all this stress from work. I'm just relieved you said something back there, Yoshi.
Aiden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was so satisfying. In my head, I was like, yes, yes, get her, Yoshi.
Miss Emilia's so scary. I thought she'd be a lot less aggressive in front of Mr. Claremont, but she didn't even think twice about calling each of us out like that. She's so business-minded she couldn't care less about our feelings. I bet that was the ugly side of a Capricorn talking annoying. But that's the explosive attitude. But that explosive attitude sounds like something an Aries would do. They can be control freaks too. She's neither. She's just mean.
Honestly.
I was honestly about to say something, but I'm glad Yoshinori stepped in before I did. If I had, I would have been much more blunt with her.
Actually.
I was actually thinking about it on my way home. As embarrassing as it was to argue with Emilia in front of Mr. Claremont, I had to do it because she was so disrespectful. She was trying to discredit everyone, more like Aiden. She was trying to discredit everyone. She's trying to discredit all of us after our hard work.
I know, right? I'm so over it.
I'm already at my wit's end with that girl. I don't think we'll ever be friends outside of work.
We don't have to be friends with Emilia, but we don't have to antagonize her either. We just have to learn to not make her personal remark, to not take her personal remarks seriously. Focus on our jobs.
I swear.
But if she crosses the line like that again, I'm not going to hold myself back anymore.
All this negative energy is exactly why we need to go on a vacation detox. Vacay.
Exactly.
This is our chance to spend time with each other and loosen up.
Oh.
I like where this is going. Not again with the loose jokes, Aiden. Let's just pack. Did you just say fuck? No.
Really?
Now you guys are just stretching it. Stretch? This is what maybe this was the one aspect that Emilia was right about.
All right.
This is the one aspect they need to change. And there we go. That should be all our stuff, Aiden.
Thanks.
Thanks for helping me pack, Yoshi.
No problem.
I can't wait.
I know this is gonna sound silly, but I can't wait to sleep. The faster I go to bed, the sooner the trip starts. I get it. I'm just as excited as you are.
Oof.
I mean, I can't help it. After being so busy for the last 2 months, we finally get some time to relax. I know we've been spending a lot more time together lately, but this time around, it's 100% quality time. No doing laundry or washing dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just make sure we have a great time on this vacation. Is that...
Jin.
No use trying to hide under the blanket, Jin. We can hear you on your computer. I'm sorry. Was my keyboard too loud?
Nah.
What porn are you watching? Mind sharing? You know he's working, Aiden.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not working either. Although, I guess technically you could say that I'm working on something.
Yoshi?
It's that side thing we started, Yoshi. I never had time to get back to it since we've been so busy lately.
Hey.
You didn't tell me Jin here was your side hoe, Yoshi. You guys could have invited me for that kind of fun.
Wait.
Are you okay with him having side hoes? Alright, I guess it's polyamory with Aiden. Wait, what? No, Aiden.
OMG.
I wish it was.
Actually,
Jin and I have this little website project where we're transcribing Yuri's journal and restoring the photos for a blog.
Huh?
You lost me on website. There was nothing complicated, Aiden. I didn't really understand all the tech stuff at first either, but Jin here has been teaching me a lot.
oh,
Oh, if you're not too tired, Aiden, why don't you help Jin finish up tonight?
Oh.
Don't mind if I do.
come on.
Let's get on his bunk and work on tonight's entry. Is it finally happening? Yay. I love it. Okay, his eyes are not closed. I was actually really happy that day. What else? Color of the bag. Yeah, Aiden's bag was green. What else? I'm not good at this. He's not wearing a tie. I definitely had my scarf on. Same thing, tie, scarf. Fuck off. Can't find anything else really. What am I missing? Oh, no bag. I think I dropped off my bag in the tent too. What's the last one? I don't know. I'm running out of time here. Zoinks. Zoinks, Scooby. I mean, I just randomly press around. Ah. Oh no, if I fuck it up, Oh no, I think we damaged the picture too much. Well, what are you talking about? What are we doing to the pictures? Whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. Alright, this entry is done, but I can't believe it's already past midnight. We didn't even notice how long we were working on this. I can see how you struggle with the concept of time, Jin. Look who you're talking to. This is the first time I've seen him asleep at night. I thought he said let me just fuck him in. Let me just tuck him in. Then let's get off his bunk. Isn't that cute? You sound just like my dad right now, Yoshi. You better not start calling me Gramps, too. How about Daddy?
Well,
everybody else is already asleep. Should we join them?
Yep.
good night.
Good night, Aiden.
Good night.
Good night, Yoshi.
Are you sure?
Huh? I'm always just shook to see these two. Are you sure you two will be alright? You're free to come with us if you want, you know.
Give me a break.
We don't need you babysitting us. Well, I just feel a little bad we have to leave on such short notice. Mr. Claremont really surprised us with this trip.
Chill.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're sticking around the camp. We're staying over at Kataro's place and our friends are gonna be there. So it's gonna be like a little reunion. It's been a couple months since you've all been together, so you must really miss each other.
What do you mean?
I guess you could say that. It'll be a good chance to catch up.
Yeah.
And it's more fun than being stuck here with you old geezers. I wouldn't want to go on your boring business trip. Heck, the longer I can be away from this dump, the better. Sounds like you're very excited to see your friends, Yoshi.
Boring.
I mean, Yoichi, whatever. Better than watching the grass die
Do you need
here.
help?
Is it getting colder? It is getting colder every day, too. Did you guys want to pack some warmer clothes? What? It looks like they're dressed warmly enough. If anything, you're not dressed warmly, Yoshi. I did, but I can't say the same for this guy. I think he's planning on running in the snow naked.
Duh.
You should know I don't pack my own stuff. Besides, we're bringing the dogs too, and that's enough work for me already. Can't we just leave them here?
Don't be stupid.
They'll starve to death here. They're coming with us whether you like it or not.
Fine.
Fine, fine. Just make sure they don't come near me and slobber all over my face.
Are you sure?
Are you too sure you don't need me
Move
too?
it.
Yeah, stop worrying about us. Just go already. Everyone's waiting for you out there.
All right.
Alright, Taiga. I'll leave you in charge of Yoichi. No one's the boss of me. You should know better by now,
Bye.
Yoshi. I'll see you two in a few days. Stay safe.
Yoshi!
There you are, Yoshi.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. I was just making sure Yoichi and Taiga were all set up before we left.
It's fine.
The shuttle just arrived anyway.
I'm a little bummed they aren't coming with us, though.
They prefer to hang out with their friends, and that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Last year's batch was definitely one of the closest groups we've ever had at the camp.
Hey!
Hey guys,
We finished loading up all the luggage. Dibs on the window seat.
What?
I don't get to see the view. You're gonna block the whole window with your body.
Calm down.
There's no point. You'll end up sleeping anyway. I'll get there before you then.
No.
No, you won't.
Jin?
Speaking of sleep, did you get enough rest, Jin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for passing out on you guys last night. You were sleeping like a baby, so we didn't want to bother you. It's the first time this year I've had a normal sleep schedule. I'll try to keep up with it like I promised.
sleep whenever you like, Jin. Don't let that Emilia tell you how to live your life.
Yuri.
Bitch, who told you to come here in your mink coat? How many animals died for you to serve looks today?
Good morning.
Good morning, Emilia. Do you need help with your...
Don't talk to me.
Sheesh.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed again, huh?
Just ignore her. I'm not letting Mr. Sourpuss ruin...
Or did I say mister?
I'm not letting Miss Sourpuss ruin this trip for us.
You see,
Jin and I already decided that we'll have a nice BL reading session on the whole ride.
Yes.
My laptop is all charged up, and I brought my hard drive too. We'll go through my stash and watch the best BL dramas of all time.
Come on, let's get going already.
Everyone's super excited, huh?
Yeah.
It feels like we're going on a school field trip. Now I'm really curious about what kind of fun stuff we'll see at the hotel.
Let's go.
We should board the shuttle then. We'll find out once we get there.
Wow!
Ramps can't hide his excitement either, huh?
All right, it's gonna be a long ride. Who's up for some snacks?
Alright, guys, I think I will end this episode of Camp Buddy here. So I thank you all for watching, and I'd like to thank NQS and Eric Ellis for supporting me at the Aiden tier and above. And I'd like to thank all my patrons for supporting me and making it possible for me to play games like this on my channel. Yeah, so I guess we really taught Emilia a lesson. I don't know if she's gonna reflect on her actions anytime soon. I doubt it. She's probably gonna have to have her own journal burning moment at some point before she, you know, flips her attitude. Maybe she'll burn down the camp. She'll attempt to anyway. I don't know. And then she'll realize how wrong she was. But yeah, bye guys.